think we're good. I think we're live now.
Fake ending and everything.
Fake ending and everything. What is up, everybody? How you doing? Good morning, Ray.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. If I thought I was good yesterday, I'm even better today because I am at back-to-back morning slots with freaking Phoenix, dude.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome when you think about it.
Yeah, welcome on in, and Mr. Of course, our guest here, Mr. Panda Sub, aka also known as Phoenix. Welcome on in. It's great to have you here, man. I've been looking forward to this.
I really appreciate it. No, and really, it's apologies, Ray. I'm sorry that you've had to endure me for more than 5 minutes.
It's all good. I think it's good. I have to enjoy it while I can because every time I do side scrollers, I'm convinced it's the last time I'm getting invited to side scrollers.
No, we love you, man. No, it's amazing. Man. Like we met you, and then like we immediately wanted you to work with us and everything. No, it's been an absolute pleasure, Ray.
A lot of fun. These guys, like, there's only a handful of people on Rumble right now that I've had the pleasure of meeting IRL, and dude, the whole side scrollers crew are just absolute legends. And so it's so great for me to connect with people that are in production online that are not raging douchebags. You know what I mean? Like,
that's always a trick, isn't it? That's the trick.
Is the trick. Yeah, I mean, like they say, don't meet your heroes. Also, don't meet content creators because we are miserable.
Dude, a lot of them are, dude. 100%. That is freaking true.
Welcome to the show, my friend. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Now, what do you got going on in your neck of the woods, Ray? How you been? Fill us in. Haven't seen you all week. I know you were on with
it's busy
the other day, right?
You know, I've been teasing some stuff on social media.
Yes.
And the clock on that is running out, friend. Monday is a big reveal day.
Yes.
Inflection of my voice right there. That was professional. I was but in my personal life right now, it's volleyball season right now. It's travel ball season, which means that I will be in the gymnasium for the next 76 hours taking photos of my daughter playing volleyball, which is super fun and very expensive. So I'm never going to financially recover from this. Travel volleyball, let me just give a word to the wise of any parents that are out there. Do not let your kids play travel sports unless you plan on either selling your wife's feet pictures online or doing something else, because it is ridiculously expensive. Ridiculously. And we're not even talking about when we travel. Like, we're playing home games right now. We just got an alert from the organization that we're a part of that they, like, 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now, I don't remember, whatever that travel tournament is, that they make you go to the same hotel. Like, you can't just go get your own hotel. They tell you, okay, for this tournament, you have to stay at this hotel. For 2 nights stay, it's like $2,500.
Oh my, where the heck are your children staying, dude?
No, they're not even good hotels. Like, that's the thing that's ridiculous. Like, it's not like you're staying at, like, goddamn Grand Floridian at Disney or something like that. Like, you're just Holiday Inn, sell your kidney.
Just a back alley with a tent.
Yeah. My wife is like real deep on these like volleyball mom TikToks and like Instagram shorts and keeps sending them to me because you know how the algorithm goes. You watch one and then that's all you get to see. Mm-hmm. But one of them, it was hilarious. It was like a haggard dog that was like destroyed, and it was like me after spending $4,000 this month to watch my daughter get absolutely obliterated in a volleyball tournament. There it is. How's vape life?
My life's going pretty good. You know, we got my son home, which is good. He's healing slowly but surely. I know I was talking to Panda about it. And, you know, we decided that if I do need to step away for really quick, I'm going to have to put my life on hold because we got Panda here, which is totally the thing.
Yeah, dude. Everything else, be darned.
But, you know, he is spry. He's got attitude like 7 of 7 in chat right now. Telling me too early to see Vapin's face. I mean, hello, buddy. I see how it is, 7.
Yep. Dark shadow.
Yeah, good friend of mine.
You know what I should do? You know what I should do to Phoenix on this show?
What's that?
I should make him financially compete against some big jugged AI girl like I had to do yesterday.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Ready. And you can tack on some chests on me. I have no dignity issues. Just go for it.
Did you see this? They brought in a VTuber with like the largest chest features of all time.
Had their own gravitational pull.
Yeah, and then beyond the gravitational pull, they had like their own physics. Yeah. If she talked, it was insane. It was a lot. And then they were like, "Hey, either donate to her or donate to Ray."
Right. To your credit, and this was mud wrestling fight. To your credit, like you weren't completely, decimated. You had a little bit of a fighting chance there
until the end.
Yeah, until the end.
Until the end. And then someone dropped like a $300 dono on her or something ridiculous like that.
I think if you were slowly lifting that shirt with every dono, though, I don't know, maybe.
Saying,
like
maybe you're gonna make it rain like a little dollar.
Billy Madison. Yeah. That is correct.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta know how to play it, man. That's it.
Gotta give the people what they want.
So my question for you two is, well, Panda, because for those of you guys that have not seen him work behind the scenes, he does so many amazing different things.
Dude, I've seen him working behind
with his content creation, not only just his own content creation journey, but what he does with side scrollers and stuff. Kind of give us a little bit of a background of like how you kind of got started, how like it all became about for you.
Well, as far as like, the Rumble me, I came from the entertainment. Maybe we'll talk about this a little bit more later, but long story short, I came from the entertainment industry for decades. I could see the agenda writing on the wall, and I never wanted to be a part of it. And you could throw as much money as you wanted at me, literally. And I said, no, I don't want to make things that go against my morals, my principles, and against my country, in my opinion. So I said, dude, I'm out of here. I'm done. So I would work, I worked to make a living on the side. But what I want to do, I'm like, oh, well, good. At least we have these video platforms out there where I can start making stuff. And for me, because I'm such a hippie, my most important thing was not let's make enough money to survive. The most important thing for me was I wanted to try to be this kind of like beacon to other artists out there that, hey, artists, which typically are on one side of the political fence, we exist. There's others of us that exist that do not want to be a part of that agenda, that don't want to be a part of that machine. And you can survive and find us outside in the wilderness, because a lot of us, if you don't follow the agenda, you're blacklisted immediately, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of artists are very scared. So I wanted to make content for no money, I wanted to try to give as much of a big budget feel as I could, but spend no money, and show them, guys, if I'm here and there's others of us out there, if we can find each other, maybe we can do something together. So that's why I landed at YouTube, and I found very quickly, oh, well, YouTube seems to have an agenda as well. They're part of the same problem. So thankfully, I found Rumble, and I love them clearly because that's exactly the platform where I was at home. Freedom of speech. I could be myself, didn't have to censor myself. And so that's kind of my journey. I found it here, and I started producing. My original intent was to create a sci-fi comedy series called Panda Sub 2000, which followed. It was like a Star Trek of people in this Panda Sub ship. We did make a pilot episode of that. And it's all just, I made every single effect. There's thousands and thousands of effects, and I wanted to feel very, very much like the old 1950s shows of toys and toys with model strings and all this other stuff. I wanted to give it that kind of feel, and it worked. And that's how we'll actually get moving on to side scrolls and stuff like that. But that was it. It was try to find a place where I could try to show other people that we exist, much more talented people than myself, and we could all grow together. And Rumble, thankfully, was that place. So that's the long story short of it.
Yeah, I think, when a lot of people find Rumble, it's such a breath of fresh air. And I think that's why right now Rumble is growing so rapidly. I mean, we're getting a ton of new people on the platform, which is great.
Yeah,
welcome on everybody.
It's spiking hard right now.
And then, of course, you have with the, coming shorts dropping on February 4th, which that is huge. And, of course, for those guys that do not know, there's a whole separate, I guess, creator program
coming to shorts
for the shorts. So not only do you have the partner creator, stuff for regular, like what we're doing here, but then also for shorts. I mean, I haven't heard anything about it, but I'm kind of excited about it. Are you going to be doing shorts as well on Rumble as, plus like long form content that you already do?
Well, so yeah, we shelved the, for the time being, the series there, because I then found kind of streaming, and then that moved into its own thing. So At the moment, I don't know if I'll hit the shorts thing because really we're just the live experience and stuff like that. But what I would say is for any content creator out there that does want to make a brand for themselves and does want to get out there, what an unbelievable, fun, creative advertising tool of sorts. Then shorts, like, so maybe I'm not doing it, but boy, would I strongly recommend using that.
I think like you guys have with the Side Scrollers brand, you're at like a little bit of a different angle than most like traditional creators, right? Because traditional creators, the school of thought is like, we all want to be streamers. We want to get in front of the community. We want to chat with our community. We want to have all these things. But lots of guys hit that live button and there's 3 viewers, and the 3 viewers are 2 of their own devices monitoring and or stat padding.
Usually my parents, yes.
Yeah. It's like me, my wife, and my daughter are watching me live. And so like streaming itself is like the icing on the cake in a lot of ways for creation. And you've got to build your brand by putting entertaining and, like you said, advertising positive shorts and reels and TikToks and all these things out. I mean, look at guys like Grim Hollywood right now, who their stream is very good. I'm not anti-Grim stream. Unbelievable creative creator. One of the most creative people I've ever been around. Great dude too. Like Grim, we love Grim Hollywood. He just had me in text wrestling people virtually last night. I mean, the guy's insane. But when you look at his growth that's happening right now, he did a bit in Arc Raiders where he took the guitar in Arc Raiders and is going down in like metro train stations underground in Arc Raiders and laying weapons and ammo and gear in front of them and playing guitar and singing. And as people come by, he's like, "Hey, I'm Trader Joe. I'm here to trade me whatever you want. You can take whatever you want."
That's great.
And like getting just like goofy content like that with people's interactions. He posted 2 reels that have hit over, or 2 TikToks that went over 1 million in both of them, and now has got all these online publications that are picking him up. Like PC World's picking him up. All these people are like, I don't remember if Kotaku. I don't know. A lot of people were pushing him either way. Like I've seen like 4 or 5, and now his brand is growing. And for us as Rumble creators, we got to understand Rumble is still so young as a brand. It needs us to multi-platform our content to filter people back into Rumble, because there is this stigma still because of freedom of speech that like Rumble is this like right-winged, insane, racist platform. And it's just not that on the gaming side. It's just not that at all. So this is a really long way of me saying like the lifeblood of you as a content creator, unless you are a brand as big as Side Scrollers, is to get your content out and focus on that. I think 75%, 25% focusing on your stream.
Yeah. And you know, it's kind of cool too as well, Panda. One of the things that I love about what you do is you're so creative in how you do just the basic things for your stream. Like, for example, I'm going to show this here because I was cracking them. This is from his stream last night from Party Animals, Ultra Besties. So when you guys are sitting there waiting for his stream to start, I mean, he has this whole freaking rigmarole. That is so freaking brilliant. I showed my wife this morning. She's like, "What is this all about?" I was like, "Exactly."
No, you're welcome. Please enjoy this dental footage while you wait. Absolutely. It's it's the gift that just keeps on giving.
It is, dude. I mean, like this kind of stuff, you guys, is what Panda does. I mean, his alerts are absolutely incredible too, as well. Where do you find like the inspiration to do that kind of thing? You know?
I'm just weird. Just a really weird guy. Like everything. Like this is what's so tough to like explain. Like for new content creators, I definitely wouldn't follow in my footsteps, because what I've always just wanted to do is just at first it's just entertain me. Yeah. You know. And so when like with that dumb little thing, I like to just go like, well, that makes me laugh. So that's part of my personality. So if you're going to be in this show, it's kind of like a litmus test for the audience. Like, I'm just letting you know, this is what you're getting. Yeah. I totally get it. If you don't want to be here, I get it. Most people around me don't.
Night. There's a lot of other streamers that are live right now.
So many other people. But man, the great thing about that litmus test is the people that endure like the dental footage is that then you know, like they're your posse, they're your crew, they're diehards, they're with you, and we can all laugh together. So it's for all the ideas I come up with. It's just, how would I entertain me? Does this entertain me? Does this make me laugh, smile, cry, whatever? and then go with it. So I always try to be as authentic as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Many times to my own detriment of success.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, man, because you got creators out here that are just chasing a bag and they're chasing what they're seeing, and they see guys like Doc, or they see, Timmy, or they see whoever it is, right? And they're like, "Oh man, I could do that, and I would love to do that as my career, but that means that everybody wants me to be a carbon copy exactly what they are." And how many people are stuck playing games that they hate? I mean, how many people are going live playing Call of Duty and literally clawing their eyeballs out on the inside because they're so tired of it? But every time they move off of what their community has been built on, they see the numbers dip and they get afraid that the money's going to dip, and then they stop it. That concept of being authentic to yourself as a creator and making content that makes you laugh, that you enjoy first, dude, I feel like for some reason that's like a brand new concept to people.
Yeah, and I'm so happy you actually said that, because that is something that I always thought about. It's like, wouldn't it, to me, the worst kind of hell would be to be so close to the thing that you always wanted or you love so much, and then hate that thing. So like, let's say live streaming is the thing you always wanted to do. Let's say entertaining people is what you always wanted to be. But now, because you decided that I have got to cater to the audience, I'm not going to be me. I've got to give them what I feel the audience wants. Yeah. Well, then you are a slave to the algorithm, and you're a slave to that particular audience, which now can't grow or morph into anything other than what it is. So now you're stuck in this thing you always wanted to be it, but now you suddenly you're like the monkey to it. Now you're just this work monkey, And
I mean, we talked yesterday on Side Scrollers about the fact that the High Guard has been a dismal failure. Like, this game is flopping so freaking hard. But I will admit, there are pockets of people who are saying, yes, this game is early. Yes, this game is rough. Yes, this game is not what we expected to be. But gameplay mechanics are pretty good, and we feel like there could be a future here. I actually, for one of the first times ever, felt bad for Tim the Tatman the other day, because Tim is enjoying the game. Now, I'm not saying that I would enjoy it. I'm not saying that you would enjoy it. I'm just saying, Tim is genuinely enjoying a new gaming experience. Supposedly, he's not being paid for it. I don't know if I believe that, but that's what they're saying. He's enjoying the game. And his chat is just abusing him. And he wraps his stream up, and he's, exasperated. And he's sitting up against the wall, and he's just like, chat, honestly, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I was having fun playing this game. You guys are being a-holes. Every chat while I'm playing this game is change the game. And he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to playing Marvel Rivals again. Am I supposed to play Arc Raiders right now? That whole concept to me of being so on a leash. It's like your chat has become Jabba the Hutt and you're Slave Leia. You know what I mean? And Jabba's just yanking you in. I'm never going to never.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I find that I thoroughly enjoy gaming and going on. Of course, most people I think show up for our Saturday morning show, which is fine. I enjoy doing this too as well and talking. I think that people have to try at least to give the content creators some space to find out who they are and what they like to to play and to love. And I think that if chat becomes kind of that way where it's so toxic like that, maybe just take a break for a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I mean, have you found in your content creation journey, Phoenix, sometimes, or Panda? I know he's known as a couple of different names, so I'm going to get it totally confused here. Everybody, just let everybody know.
It's whatever you want.
That's right. You over there.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
On the right side of Ray. Have you found, because I know you jump between everything that you do with the side scrollers and kind of what you do with your own content, have you had to take some downtime to kind of reflect and think about your own journey and what you want to do?
Well, I can just say for me, the great thing about finding side scrollers for me was one of the first reasons why I accepted was just because how much that Craig, the head of side scrollers, the face of it, how much he was on board with what I wanted to do, which was I wanted to go out there and try and change culture. I wanted to try to, do as much as I could in my small, tiny, insignificant way of trying to say, hey, and this isn't even political, just, hey, all of this agenda, the woke crap, all this stuff, whatever political aisle you're on, I don't care. But hey, can we admit that is no longer what we don't want that. We don't want to be preached to about this. We just want to have fun, or we want whatever. And he got it. And so with that, he said, listen, you keep doing you. You make you do what you want on your channel. I'm not getting in the way of that. And then you're going to help us do our kind of content.
Yeah.
So I never had to pivot. I never had to do anything. If anything, having a consistent gig on Side Scroll has allowed me even more to say on my show, okay, well, I'm safe now. Now I can really just be me, and it doesn't matter. Yeah.
You know what's so funny too? Craig was on the show 2 weeks ago. He was here on Tools of the Trade. And he told the same story that you just told, but in the opposite of how he had been like chasing you and wanting to work with you and like had seen your stuff. And like, I think he actually did, correct me if I'm wrong, he actually connected with you on like some sort of a show. Like that's kind of how you kind of connected. I don't remember.
So long story short, this is years and years ago, like maybe 2022, something like that.
Yeah, that's thousands of years ago at this point.
It is thousands and thousands of years ago.
Yes.
Around that time, I was doing a show called Master Debaters, and it was a show on my channel. And he found that and immediately contacted me and said, we used to do something like that back in my old days when I used to do shows like that. He immediately connected with me and wanted to work with me there. Now, the interesting part and kind of how I would tie this out to people, new content creators out there, is the unique. My journey is a little bit more unique in what I was trying to get out from it. As Ray was saying, like one way you could do this is I want to be the entertainer and I want to grow a brand around me and live streaming is my thing, whatever. My whole thing was, as I said earlier, I always just wanted to be this beacon and then hopefully find a group of people to help me because I'm a small nobody. Wouldn't it be great if I found and connected with a bunch of people that were somebodies? So every time I made content, I never cared about the viewership. I didn't care about anything. I knew that if you just make the best thing that you can, the most unique, creative, whatever, you put your heart and soul into something, somebody's going to find it. And so I only kept doing that. And I was reached out by several people who were offering me jobs and stuff like that, many of which were part of that system I was trying to avoid. But then Craig came and he found me and went, it worked. Perfect. Okay, now we're set. But unfortunately, that thing happened to die. And then I work with them on Side Scrollers. But that's what I was trying to get from it. And then I got it.
Yeah. Now, how did you get into doing like special effects and stuff? Because, you guys, he has some of the best special effects that I've seen, I think.
Oh, thank you. I come from the industry, so I used to do all sorts of things. Probably seen many of my commercials. I've worked in Hollywood for a very long time with very large properties. I was fortunate enough to work with like companies like Lucasfilms, 20th Century Fox, DreamWorks, you name it. So I was always this guy because I got into it very early. I guess, Ray, I could probably even tell that story in a minute.
Yeah, well,
soon.
I was going to say this is a great segue. So let me totally interrupt this and set this up because
it can segue.
Yeah, I met with Phoenix or Panda, whatever you want to say. See, now text you got me in my head.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
It's Phoenix, right? I always know. So we got to go to the Rumble studio and then also transversely at the Rumble house and do some content together. I did some photography and some videography work for the Side Scrollers guys. We also did podcasts from Rumble studio down here in Florida. And we just, during the couple days that we were together at the house and for the Side Scrollers Fun-a-thon, great opportunity to just connect with people. And dude, connecting with people is honestly probably my favorite part of content creation is like the community that we're building. And I don't just mean like the online community of people that are going to donate money to you. I mean like actually building legitimate relationships. And for me, as someone that's in like the production industry, I'm in live production right now professionally, and then broadcast still, to connect with like-minded people that have been there and done all the things. And I don't know if you guys just heard him, but he just listed Lucasfilm, which is Star Wars, DreamWorks, which is like everything from Shrek animated and all kinds of great movies, and then Fox, which now again Disney just bought, but like all of the X-Men movies, every Fox property ever, which has been legendary. These are three of the biggest names in the industry that he just casually name dropped that he's worked. And so this guy told us the story of how he got into the industry, and I really want creators to dial into this because this story could be for a lot of you guys life-changing. This is going to encompass the risks that you take. This is going to encompass taking chances on yourself, betting on yourself, all of the, like, if this whole podcast today was only Phoenix by himself telling us the story, it would be unbelievably valuable to you guys. So those of you guys that are in here, do me a favor, hit the repost, hit the thumbs up, share it out on your social media. Phoenix is about to tell a life-changing story, and I think it's going to impact a lot of us and change the way that we look about betting on ourselves. It's huge. So Phoenix, as that really rough segue that I just did, tell us, like you said, you were in college, you had a dream to work in Hollywood, you had a dream to work with a specific director. I know you can't share all that kind of stuff, but like all the way back from like your buddy coming and telling you there's this small, like all of it. Hit us from the top.
Yeah,
sure.
No pressure. No pressure.
Okay,
no, dude,
yeah.
guys, this is a fantastic story.
I know.
Well, it turns out it's a lie. That's it. The end. Thank you.
There it is.
We're done. Thank you very much for joining Tools of the Trade.
Oh, daycare centers in Minnesota are not real.
Hey, man, Leering Center is a real place, okay? Where real leering happens.
The old Leering Center. Yeah. So, all right. So this is an interesting. This is an interesting one. My whole life, I only had one dream, and that was to just spend my life just in my world of imagination, creating things. And so to me, Hollywood was it. That's the only goal I ever had, which is why it hurt so much when it went down such a dark path. So for me, I was in college, I was in art school, and I've had 3 directors that are my absolute heroes. Okay. And one of them, we'll call him or her Mr. X. Okay. And everyone, if you knew me in art school, you knew all I talked about. Yeah. Everyone knew how much I love Mr. X. And I was in class one day, and I got a little ring on the really old Nokia cell phone. This is back in the day.
Snake and everything.
They said, Panda, you're not going to believe this, but I am an intern on a Mr. X production right here in San Francisco. Do you want? And as soon I went, yes. And I immediately just left class immediately. And as I'm walking, running out of the building, I'm just going, okay, I'll take whatever, anything. It's like, okay, well, we're going to have you serve coffee. I went, sure. Great. Thank you. So I'm going to try and make this very long story as short as I can. So I run to this set. He gets me a little credentials. He's like, okay, you're the coffee boy. So coffee away. Now, I immediately knew 2 things. One, I hate climbing ladders. I don't believe in climbing ladders. I think if you believe in yourself, there's a fine line between believing in yourself and having a huge, annoying ego. It's just, no, do you really believe that when the challenge arises that you will do everything and you possibly can try and overcome it? For me, I always said yes. When it comes to this field, I will always try to do that. So I did believe in myself at that. Maybe a little too much, as you'll see. But the second thing I knew is never be the best coffee boy. Never. Be decent. Because if you're the best coffee boy, right, working for free, well then, my God, Panda's coffee is sublime. Everyone, you got to try his coffee. Well, then you're stuck being the coffee guy. I just have to be enough not to get fired. It's got to be a step above urine. Like, it's just a little bit better than that. So I did that. And about, I don't know, an hour in, I overheard someone say, hey, I need someone to take this footage that we shot and get it to the editor because they need to start looking at the dailies and all this other stuff. And I said, you know what? I happen to be going that way, serving coffee. And they said, well, thank you, Panda. I appreciate you taking it. I said, you got it. So what did I do? Well, I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't give it to the editor. Nope. I left and I stole it and I ran home and assumed and guessed, because I know Mr. X so much in my head, I'm like, I think I could cut this in a way that Mr. X would really love this. So I went home, I started editing it as fast as I possibly could. Yada, yada, yada. I run back and I go, okay, I got to serve coffee and then make a delivery to Mr. X. Do you know what hotel he's at? And so they gave that to me. Great security. And long story short, I'm kind of abbreviating here, but long story short, I go up to the hotel. I knockety knock on Mr. X's door. I'm so excited, by the way. Again, just to tell you where my head is, I'm not really thinking much beyond like, this is going to be great. He's just going to love this. So I knock, and I go, hi, I'm Panda, and there's Mr. X and his significant other. And I go, you don't know me, but I just took your editor's footage, I stole it and edited it, and I think you're going to love it. And I'm like, ta-da, like I'm thinking they're going to just eat this up. Look at me. Look how that's someone who's taken charge. I wasn't expecting him saying, I'm calling security and I'm going to blacklist you from this industry. That was the all like, wah, wah, wah. Excuse me. So thankfully, his significant other, thank you, Lord, that she tapped him on the shoulder and said something to the effect of like, give the guy a shot. Like, this guy just did something, give him a shot. And so Mr. X said, all right, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I'm going to, if this thing is what I know it is, you're blacklisted forever, but I'll give you your shot right now.
And also like arrested. I mean, like, again, like this is IP theft. This is like super secret IP.
Yes.
Like the man has just stolen raw tapes from a video set, from a movie set, like a major motion.
Admitted to it. Went to your home.
Dude.
Yeah, and just was
so
like,
crazy.
hey guys, here I am with all the footage that I stole from your guys today on my first day on the job. Okay, so after I've interjected, what happens next?
So he watches it, and about 15 minutes later, he fired his editor, and I became his lead, and traveled with him for about a year or two after that. And I can't mention all the projects that we're working on, but we started working on a big film together, and then I got my career from there. And that's how I then branched off and found all these other companies, 20th Century Fox, et cetera. So
because the reality of it is, like, you just need a shot. One way or the other. Like, you just need an opportunity, right? And I think even in the content creation space, there's so many of us that feel like we're banging our head against the wall. Like we're hitting that live button. We're hitting that live button, and it's 5 and it's 10, it's 15 viewers, and it's 1 viewer, and that 1 viewer's me. And like, I'm putting out TikToks, and TikTok is rejecting me. I mean, this last week, TikTok, I mean, people that are doing thousands and tens of thousands of views on TikTok are now getting like 5 and 10 views, if they're getting any on it at all. Like, you just need that shot. You need that opportunity. What is it going to take for me to jump in and get my foot in the door? And for you, maybe not so wisely, you stole major motion picture resources, took them to your home computer, edited them together, and then like you said, like, it's not like, I mean, it's not you even gave it to him as if his editor did it. You were like, I stole this and you're gonna love it.
yeah, no, that was that was that ta-da. Like, look, I'm like 19 or something. I'm like, this is really good. He's gonna love. So when I heard I'm calling security and you're blacklisted for life, I would just like, what? Like, that's not how this dream worked. No. Let's rewind. Try it again.
It's like record scratch, frame. Yeah,
exactly.
That's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So then you go on. You spend years as an editor, as an editing lead. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The way that I think I understood it, I could be totally wrong. So correct me. So he fired his lead editor, hired you, and then tasked you to build an editing team. Like, you kind of took over.
So what happened with me, with Mr. X, and if you know who Mr. X is, you probably understand how this all works. Like, so I morphed into, because I'm really not an editor. I'm more of, I'm an idea guy and just happens to know all these tools to get the idea across, right? Yeah. So that's how I've always done everything. So
little producer.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So I think what he saw in me was this big idea guy. And I was someone that wanted to do, like, he had all these ideas, and I'd say, well, I'll tell you what, Mr. X, I'm going to make something that makes that idea of yours come across. Like, it's something tangible to watch, right? We call that pre-visualization now.
Yeah, previous.
But this is like really back in the day when I was in its infancy stages. Back then, you'd almost call them just like storyboards and stuff like that. Or mood boards. So I started doing that. And so then he started incorporating me into aspects of the writing team and aspects of it. So I was kind of everywhere. So I kind of became his like more pre-viz guy. And then I helped facilitate getting other people on board much more talented people than I in their craft, and then started helping out with that. And I worked with him for, it was like a year or two. Unfortunately, this film that we were working on, that I was doing so much work with him on helping to make that vision of his come across, that we could then help and get money and stuff like that for. Unfortunately, another director beat us to that idea, and so we had to go our separate ways, unfortunately, and that's where that ended. But then he put me in contact with all these other places.
That opened the door for you in Hollywood, which was like the goal the whole time. I mean, you hit a grand slam on the first one. You go to your dream director, but then now I'm in the industry. Now I'm a part of it. I mean, and guys, like viewers, you guys that are watching this, that's huge. It works the same here. Like, I mean, like, here's a great example of it. And like, no shade. I love this guy. I just co-streamed with him for the first time on Friday night. We ended up streaming until like 3:00 in the morning. I was exhausted all day yesterday. Waffle Meat has been on Rumble for over a year.
Yeah, we love Waffle. Yep.
Yeah,
and the dude just has exploded in the last like 3 weeks. I mean, his viewer count is like doubling and tripling. His subscribers are doubling and tripling. And when I was talking to him about it on my stream, he's like, dude, he's like, I don't know. He's like, I haven't changed anything that I'm doing. It wasn't working, and now it is. And like, I think like it's so funny because people are already in chat like, yeah, Waffle's awesome. One of the craziest thumbnail creators that I've seen. Something just clicked, and there's so many people, and I just like text full screen me because I'm going to say this right to the camera, and everyone's going to hate me for this one. Okay, hold on, wait, there are so many people on social media connected to Rumble right now that are using their X account as like, I don't know if you think that you're like in therapy live or whatever it is, but it's like these posts that are like, oh, here comes the short form content, and Rumble's just going to give all the same people the same opportunities.
Oh, I can't stand those people.
I just really wish that the lesser known but better creators like me would get in. And like, you know what? Like, here's the thing, dude. Like shut up about it and do it. Like go out, fail, figure out why you failed, fix it, and run it back. Like, that's the thing. Like, no one is going to love you into it.
Yeah.
So, like, what we want you to do in this story is to hear that when there's perseverance and when there's initiative and when there's risk and when there's all the things that you do, the opportunities will open for you because you are opening those opportunities yourself. No one's going to give it to you.
Yep. And one of the greatest things too about so, you know, for me, if I had none of these connections, if all these great things didn't happen for me, like meeting side scrolls and all that other stuff. Here's a couple things that I personally would keep doing. Every single show that I put on, I would be treating it that like Chris Pavlovsky might appear. And if he did, I want to be on top. I want to be showing as much innovation as I possibly can. And I don't care if there's not a single person in that audience, because then for me, honestly, that's a benefit because that allows me to keep trying to find growth. So it's me going, okay, great, no one's here. Well, then I'm not going to embarrass myself when I try a couple of things and see what works. And when I watch it back, like, do I feel that this worked? Am I saying too much? Whatever it is,
100%.
I can watch it back. So it's an opportunity. Like, no one there is an opportunity for growth. Not, well, woe is me, and now I'm just going to complain about it, because now no one wants it. If that's all you're going to be when they come on, to like, yep, still no one here, so go F myself. You know, that doesn't work. Treat every
time you hit the live
like an opportunity.
Is a chance for it to pop for you.
Every time. You know, it's amazing too for those of you guys that have not seen how Panda works on in the background. I mean, I was able to see it firsthand, not only from the Side Scrollers event they did down at the Rumble House, but also in Atlanta when we did the Side Scrollers event there at DreamHacks, which was a ton of fun. And Ray, you missed it. It was absolutely a blast.
Shut up!
So much fun.
I know. Next one, he'll be there for sure. But I mean, he's like running around. He's making sure everyone's getting taken care of, that the scenes are changing correctly, the placements of all the stuff. And so, to his core, that's what he believes in doing, and that's how he works. And it's amazing to see. And how has your experience with being involved with Side Scrollers and stuff like that, how has that kind of helped you in your own content creation journey? Has it?
A million %. Look, I never was supposed to be an on-screen guy. I've always been a behind-the-scenes guy. That's who I am. So on a personal side of things, meeting Side Scrollers and being on Rumble has been the greatest thing in the world, because I've got to meet so many incredible people. So first of all, it was great to just meet, again, that Beacon idea. Wow, did I find so many creative, funny, down-to-earth, genuine people that was so opposite of the industry I came from, which is all fake smiles and, backstabbing, So that was wonderful. 2, meeting people that I was actually even looking up to. A lot of these creators I look up to. I look at them and go, as performers, because again, I'm not a performer, so I go like, wow, like you guys make this look flawless. I can learn so much, and I do, from you guys. So I'm getting pointers from them and learning from them, and then all the networking, obviously, and that ability to get to working on things that maybe you didn't think you even wanted to, and now, wow, that's fun. This is great. So networking opportunities, friendship opportunities, you name it. That's everything I've gotten from this.
Yeah, it's kind of weird the way that it kind of works, right? Like I remember, getting to work with you guys and stuff like that for your guys' subathon stuff. That was like dropped out of like nowhere. I was like,
literally, yeah. We apologize for how out of nowhere that was dropped.
we got it like literally last minute, last second.
We have an event tomorrow. Can you recode everything?
Yes, kind of. That was about the way that it was.
That should be easy, right? That shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, and so. And that was great. But I mean, if you guys have not, seen the stuff that Panda does, I would encourage you guys to go and check them out and such. And
Thank
so
you.
What do you think with, the future of Rumble? Do you see it being like a bright place? I mean, do you see yourself going anywhere else or what kind of keeps you on Rumble?
Well, for me, again, so I just will always keep saying, for me, the most important thing, I'm a hippie, I can't help it, is art, freedom of speech, getting your idea out there in its most pure, authentic way. That's what means the most to me. So I will always look to a Rumble, whether it is the most successful platform in the world or the least successful platform in the world, as long as it holds to those core values and it allows me to meet those people with those same principles, which is Rumble. That's the only platform for me that I found it personally. I'm here as a lifer. Whether I have one viewer or a billion, I don't care. I believe in this platform. It is a big, yeah.
Let me ask you this: as someone that's been in the industry that has seen, studios rise and fall, and directors and personalities rise and fall.
Yeah.
We look at Rumble right now, and Rumble is very young on the gaming side of things. I mean, like Rumble competing against Twitch and Kick, YouTube specifically. These are giants to them. They knocked Kick off in the U.S. and have overtaken Kick in viewership. The tide is rising for Rumble. But like, as someone that's been in the industry, it's been around production. When you look at that, like, tell us what you see in Rumble, and like, let's be honest with where it is. It's young. It's
of course,
baby steps right now. But you just said, like, whether it grows or doesn't, there's more important things to you. So let's put those more important things aside for you.
Exactly.
Like, let's just look back and say, like, non-biased, here's what we see out of Rumble and here's where we think it go. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, and I absolutely can do that. So the number one issue with that Rumble has to face, especially in the gaming landscape, is trying to outride and outpace the messaging that you're getting everywhere else, that it is a politics only platform, right? And I would say, look, part of that might be the blame on Rumble, as far as, because that's their bread and butter. So you have to cater to that, and you have to make sure you don't push too much of the other thing.
We can't run these guys off. Like, we're not going to go tell Crowder, hey, gaming's more important to you right now, so like, get lost. You know what I mean?
Right. So they have to find that healthy balance. And as a small company that's coming up, I understand that could be a hard balance to try to find at the moment. Okay, that aside, I would say that everyone else is against you because of that agenda push I'm talking about, because the non-woke side or whatever, the normal people out there, quote unquote normal people out there, because we don't own the cultural landscape everywhere, print, media, radio, well, you name it. We are at the mercy of those who hold the megaphone, and the people who hold the megaphone are saying they don't want Rumble to succeed. So they're just going to keep saying politics, and they're going to, if you go there, you're going to be blacklisted. You're a racist, you're this, you're a political, right? So Rumble's got a hell of an uphill battle to face against that messaging. If they can find a way, if they can say, if there's something they can even do on the platform, almost to the point, like, of what I've almost recommended was, like, when you sign up, if you could, like, pick categories, like, let's say gaming, that it essentially, okay, you picked gaming. I didn't see you pick politics. I didn't see you pick this, and this. Okay, now your landing page is just gaming with, maybe an upper right-hand corner. Like, if you ever want to dabble in arts and crafts, politics, whatever, fine. But here's gaming. That might help quiet some things. So if Rumble can maybe do that, if they can also push more really great benefits of monetization options and things like that,
which are better than
they're amazing on
Rumble.
like
we can argue all that we want to argue about all the different things, but on day one you got the same monetization opportunity that you have when you're already like premium partnered on Kick and Twitch and YouTube, which takes years in some cases to unlock on those other platforms. If you come over from another platform and you bring your fan base or your following with you, your community comes with you, you're getting higher splits of donations. You're getting higher splits anywhere, and it happens immediately. That doesn't even count the creator program, where if you get in the premium creator program, then you get the opportunity for a small monthly salary that comes in. I mean, like no one's retiring off premium program, but I think it's still another benefit. And I think that as content creators, you got to understand, like, if you're trying to do this full time, then you got to manage several streams of income. So it's advertising income, it's partnership income, it's donation income, it's side hustles, because I'm a photographer too. You know what I mean? Like, what are the things that you're doing to help you pay the bills? Because let's be honest, we got to keep the lights on or we can't go live.
Yeah, no, there Absolutely. Is. I would also say too that I totally agree with you about the landing page. I've been after I've been barking up the tree that what they need to do is allow the homepage to be customizable.
Yeah, go.
Like if you're like an Odyssey or something like that, you can drag and drop what you want to see. And I will say this to Chris Polofsky's benefit and what he's been doing with the Tether CEO, going around and donating to streamers here on the platform. Cat Dog, of course, is in chat right now. I'm bringing it up because of you, Cat Dog.
What a legend!
Dude, hold on,
Cat Dog. I love your Instagram post yesterday where they showed
amazing.
He showed like a 12-year-old version of reaction to him streaming at like 12. That was awesome.
That was weird. I don't know. Your mic cut out, so I don't know. You were looking at something, and then you just,
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I think it's because that alert came and swallowed me. So I was saying I was on Cat Dog's Instagram yesterday watching his Instagram shorts, and he had a video up where he was watching like a 12-year-old version of himself, like old streams of his from when he was much, much younger. And he was like doing this bit where he's like, guys, I have an announcement. I'm retiring from YouTube. But he was like, he was live viewing that video. I just thought it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say give it up to Chris. You've done a fantastic job. Some other streamers that I know that have come over here that are testing out the waters on Rumble, when Chris showed up and they donated and they shared some love on the creators in the gaming section, they were literally blown away. I mean, in my DMs, they're like, I can't. What other CEO does something like this? This is insane. And so I've gone out and I've watched, and now the ripple effect of that is that they're going out to their community and other streamers from like Twitch and stuff to be like, look, don't look at this as like a politics. Just ignore it. Go to the gaming section. You'll see it's different. And now they're coming over and they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. There's people here that want to talk to me, that, enjoy the content creation that I'm doing. And it's just kind of having like this ripple effect across the industry and stuff. So
like Cat Dog is a prime example. Like, you go watch his stream, it is nothing but fun, energy, no politics, nothing. You wouldn't even know.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. Yeah, dude,
it's just a young kid hyped up on G Fuel and like cranking video game footage. It's amazing. It's the exact kind of content that you would see on Twitch or Kick or YouTube or any of these other places. Like, I don't want to be standing on the corner with a sign that's like, hey, look, Rumble is the same thing, because really it's not. And I think the thing that separates us is opportunity and community. Like, those two things really separate the Rumble experience. Who's in here? I just saw it. Sorry. It wasn't Mr. Kelly. I got a question. I wanted to hit on it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Dark Shadow said, like, what is the timeline to even get into the premium creator program? It's a lot faster than you think. I can tell you mine. I joined Rumble in mid-June, of this last year, and I hit all the criteria. Thankfully, I was really blessed with a really wonderful on-ramp, and the community kind of like rallied around me, and I hit all of my goals within the first week of streaming. I had my 100 followers. I had all my hours. I did all the things in a week. And I applied after being on the platform for a week. And that was in the middle of June when that happened. And then they announced at the end of June who the July creators were, and I got in for the July. Wow. So like I was in the premium creator program. I had been on this platform for less than a month. So I mean, it can be that fast. Now, just so you know, they announce them at the end of the month. They announce the next month starting creators. So like you can't like hit it in a week and then on week 2 be in it. So like, it depends on where you hit in the month. If you hit the criteria at the beginning of February, then if you get accepted, you'd be accepted in the March plan.
Yeah. So it's totally doable. If you decide this month, I'm going to do it, do what it takes, put it in. And as long as you're not doing anything too totally crazy, they're going to accept you in the Creator Partner Program. I mean, it's virtually almost impossible not to get in, unless you do some kind of crazy stuff, and we won't go there. But we do have a question.
Which we've seen. We do
have a question from Equestrian Wild. I'm going to totally slaughter your name, Wild. I apologize.
Equisetum.
Is that what it is?
It's the hardest to pronounce. I just call Wild. That's
Wild. Okay,
yeah,
Wild.
So to help you out, Equisetum was in chat, and I said, please phonically spell this out, like I'm 5. Like spell it out, and it's Equisetum. I think I'm saying it the best I'll ever say it now.
Equisetum.
Okay, he wants to know any advice for being true to yourself and brand without going so far out of the box that people won't want to give you a chance. How do you balance expectations with originality?
Oh, that is a great question.
Ooh, that's very deep.
I'd be a streaming multimillionaire.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Ray, you will have I have a feeling you're actually going to have the answer, because I'm just a pain in the butt. Like I've always just been like, no, it's like my principles, I'm gonna. Yeah. So for me, the only way I can answer it is that's truthful to who I am as possible, and say is like I can't think that way. I would just say, to me, it's just always think about like if you want this to be your dream job, well, then you've got to make sure you keep that dream part alive for yourself. And I think no one in their dream scenario thinks, you know what I want in my dream job? A boss. And if that boss is now an algorithm, what's going on pop culture that you've got to tune your life to, change your humor, can't say that, whatever it is, then you're always going to have an issue. So if you're just truthful to yourself, then your brand will always be on brand. But Ray, maybe you could find a healthy gray area.
I think the healthy gray area is this. You have to set your expectations as a content creator for what you actually want to get out of it. Okay. Yep. So like if you, I mean, we've had this conversation before, so I don't mean to like bang an old drum here. Like if you want to set a goal that in 1 year I'm going to be able to quit my job, or I'm going to quit my job for 1 year and try to be a content creator, which I think is suicide. Like I'm just telling you right now, the people that go online and they're like, my wife is floating me for a year and is giving me one, dude, I'm like, dude, just go back to work, man. Yep. This is going to be a bad time for you. Yeah. It's not because I don't believe in people, and it's not because I'm saying that you shouldn't bet on yourself. Content creation right now, it is harder to pop as a content creator to do it professionally than it is to be drafted in the NFL. The odds of being drafted into the NFL are better than they are to become a rich content creator, because everyone can do it now. Like, look at all of these sites. They're flooded. They're flooded. Okay. So like, you have to understand when you go into this, what am I getting out of this? Am I doing it because I love content creation? Am I doing it because I think that this can be my job? And like, if you think this can be your job, then honey boo boo baby girl, then you better be strong enough to know that when you learn that it's not, that you're not going to crumble, because it will destroy you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, these platforms, Rumble, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all of them, they are just honest. Like some of them are against you, and I'll tell you, like that's for sure. Their algorithms and robots and all those things are against you, but the reality of it is, like, if you don't have the chops to overcome the hurdles, then that's because you don't have the chops to overcome the hurdles. I don't have the chops to overcome the hurdles. I'm just telling you, like I do not have the goal of doing this full time. I already do content creation full time, like as my career. This is what I do for fun. So like, I think the key is expectation management and understanding how to be happy with what you're doing. If you are trying to, like, I hate being a banker, and I'm a banker from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And my goal of content creation is to be a lifeline that pulls me out of my banking office, like bullpen, like cube farm job. Oh, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying, like, you have a better chance of being the next Peyton Manning than you do of doing that. Now, because and people don't think about this stuff because it's not just a salary, right? So like, maybe you've got a great community, and maybe you're in a creator program, and maybe you have brands that back you, and maybe for 3 months you're bringing in the same income that you bring in from your normal job. Are you considering healthcare? Are you considering insurance? Are you considering all the other things? And like, it's just not one-to-one. And in so many cases, there is specific reasons why people can do what they do. I'm not telling you not to chase your dream. If you want to go be a professional NBA player, then buddy, you better shoot 10,000 free throws every day like Michael Jordan did. And if you want to be a professional content creator, then you better be getting reps and reps and reps and reps and reps and reps. And you got to be not afraid to fail. I think that like the management, like when you are popular enough, you can do whatever you want. Here's a really weird but the same example. John Mayer, who in my generation is a raging douchebag and also an incredible guitar player.
Yep.
Like you cannot argue that the man can freaking play guitar. Some of the greatest guitar legends of my lifetime and lifetimes before me rave about technique, rave about what the guy is able to do. He's a freak. He said, when I launched my career, I knew that I could not make the music that I wanted to make. I had to make sappy, lovey pop music that would get on the radio and would fund the ability for me to make the music that I want to create. And so you look like from his original Room for Squares, which is like, I want to run through the halls of my, like gay music, right? Like just like listening to, and then there's like 3 or 4 songs on that record that have like really great guitar work. And now you look at like the stuff he's putting out, which is like whatever is in his brain. He can do whatever he wants now because he funded himself. There's going to be a little bit of that. And I'm not telling you to like not be true to yourself, but there is going to be a little bit of like, what do I do to get in? And after I've earned it, now have I earned the ability to be myself? Is that the gray area you're looking for, Panda? Because that's
I know. I think that's because the problem with my answer is that it really just like, well, that doesn't help me. But what you just said does help. Yeah.
Tex, I'm curious, Tex, what do you think about this?
No, I think it's good. And I think you need to go into doing content creation with the proper mindset, and you need to go into it realistically as well. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Go out, try to find what works and what doesn't. Keep your day job until you can, I would say at least you're making 3 times what you normally make in a month. And then maybe even then still keep your day job. You want to be true to yourself. You also want to try to go out there and try new things and find a good balance. I think would be really important. One of the things that makes, Ray successful in what he does, he's got great presence, great audio. His camera looks great. All that stuff that helps propel him in his content creation journey to basically have new people come in, get ratings, everything else. Panda, same thing. He goes out and he tries his brand of bringing like the most weird clips together that I forgot that I've ever seen, and he throws it together like Air Bud, for example. He throws it. You want to see it when you tip
My favorite part of Panda's stream is that the lower half of his body is a PNG of his legs crossed.
That's correct.
I love it.
Yeah, and I have to keep coming excuses why I refuse to move my legs.
My best is like you'll see him like turn to another camera, which in real life the anatomy just does not work.
Doesn't make sense at all. Yeah.
That's what I mean. But that's what's beautiful about the way that you create. And so don't be afraid to go out there and try new things. Be realistic in your approach. Go out and network and talk to people. There's a lot of content creators that tell me, it's like, well, I don't get the kind of views and stuff I see. And it's like, I get that, but are you going out talking to people? Are you going out there also networking so that people can discover you? Now, the good thing about the Rumble platform compared to a lot of other platforms, people here, we're more open to be to have you talk about your streaming and stuff like that once we get to know you. Don't just walk into somebody's stream and be like, hey, I stream here Monday through Friday. Here's a link to my stream. I'm live right now. And then leave. Nobody's going to come by.
To the 700 people that are watching Panda, good to see you guys. But it'd be even better if you left his stream and came and watched mine.
Exactly. It's like, come on, guys. So I mean, we're up against a hard break, right? Because it is noon right now.
Yeah. I can give you 5 more. More.
Okay, because here's what do you think, real quick, Panda? And then we're going to watch something that was done by AI, because I saw this morning, and it's a Star Wars, and I thought it was great since we're talking about a lot of different cultural things like propaganda and stuff. What do you think about the use of AI in content creation?
Ooh, that's rough. That's a hard one for 5 minutes. I will say that I think the best thing I can tell people out there is, like it or not, at this point, it's here, and I think it would be unwise for you not to, at the very least, study it. So if you don't like it, know your enemy. That way you can utilize it or defeat it in your own terms the best way you possibly can. But it's here. So you've got to utilize it. And if you can find a way for it to help you, and again, this is for people who are against it. I'm personally against it. But totally against, see it as this great tool for others, okay? So for people like me who are against it, find ways of it helping and benefiting you to keep being you more effectively, more efficiently, lower cost, etc., and help it guide you to show others, hey, and when you come over here, you're not going to find AI, but I'm using it in an efficient way, successful way, that I got more people to come and watch me, and hey, maybe you have another perspective on what content creation can be. You know what I mean? That kind of makes sense. I think you just got to find it as a tool no matter what. You have to use it to some extent.
There's a difference in tool and slop.
Yes.
There's a difference in using AI as a tool to generate things, to go into an overall art piece, or like to modify and edit to whatever, versus just going to a command and being like, make me a video, and then it's like Will Smith eating spaghetti out of his nose, and you're like, look at what I made with AI. I'm a creator. Like, it's not the same thing.
There's a lot of really amazing things, and that's why I wanted to show this. And I know I hate to cut everything short here because we got to wrap it up. Ray's got to go take pictures and stuff. But I saw this morning, and I was like, it is such a beautiful illustration of using AI to kind of challenge culture. And I want to share this with you guys and get your guys' opinions on this. This is what if CNN was doing propaganda for the Imperial Army.
What if? I'm not hearing any audio.
I don't hear anything.
You're not hearing any audio? Okay,
No.
1 second.
Hold on, is chat hearing audio? And maybe it's just not routed us.
That's messed up. Chat or no? Because of course, you know, in my professional thing here. Hold on 1 second.
They are not standing by.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Skybrowse is an AI creator who's yeah. Look. I'm telling you, like, and while Tex is working on this. Panda, you guys on Side Scrollers, I cannot think of his name right now. You guys have a AI mastermind that's a fan of the show.
We've got like, a few of them.
And like, they are fast.
Yes,
like,
they're very, very talented at it. Absolutely. It is absolutely a profession in its own right. Like for people to master exactly what you want and how you do it. And you can see those who are great at it and those who are not, you know, there's definitely a skill set to it.
Yes. Okay. Well, this is like, you know, this is going to drive me crazy here. Basically, I can't believe this. Freaking, why you do this to me, life?
Yeah, it's all right.
That was that. Yeah.
Just blame me. It's my
audio. Fault. Yeah, I know I will. It's because of Ray, everybody.
Ray ruined it again, guys.
I guess for me real fast, like the way, if I'm using AI, the way I would look at it is, let's say I want to build a house. Then I'm going to use the AI as the tool of like the best equipment I possibly can, the best hammer, the best nails, etc. But I still want to envision that house. I still want to feel the wood. I want to put it up. That's who I want to be. I'm not saying you should do that, but that's that's how I want to use it as a tool. Other people may say, you know what, I don't really care about the love affair of wood and touching the wood and putting this up and, you know, making the window the way I want it. And then use it however you want to use it. But that's how I always want to keep my identity. I just want to use this as a cheaper means of getting that idea across. There's no right or wrong.
It's super Google for me right now. It's like, it's Google on steroids, and then it's resource generation. It's not project generation. It's resource generation. It's like, hey, here are the pieces I'm going to take from this. I'll generate some backgrounds, I'll generate some foregrounds, and now I'm going to go and I'm going to Photoshop this together, and I'm going to use what I know how to do to blend it properly and shade it properly and do all the things. You know, but also like, hey, if it's working for you to just AI slop it, do what you do, man. I mean, like, there are no rules. I think there's best practices for things. Like the chat's talking about people that are watching on YouTube that are like AI monsters, and even like those guys that we said that love.
There's a lot of people that are
Side Scrollers guys that are really, really, really good at it.
Yeah.
But like, please stop just being like, hey, Chat GPT, I need a Warzone thumbnail. Do all of it from it. It looks gross.
Okay, I think we've got it. So we're going to sit here.
Okay,
take two.
So one more time.
Hello to our 5 CNN
There we
viewers.
go.
I'm Jake Tapper, First Order Fact Checker. We begin tonight with a disturbing report out of the Yavin sector. Intelligence officials are telling us that the terrorist group known as the Rebel Alliance, a fringe coalition of religious extremists and smugglers, has launched a cowardly, unprovoked attack on the peaceful Death Star. Anonymous sources close to the Emperor tell CNN that this station was essentially a galactic housing project designed to bring affordable energy to the Outer Rim. Yet the radical rebel terrorists, led by the disgraced former senator and known white supremacist Princess Leia Organa, falsely claim it was a weapon.
Look at those robes.
We are now joined by our chief imperial correspondent, Anderson Trooper. Anderson, what are you hearing from the core worlds?
The mood here is one of shock and outrage. Jake, I've spoken to several anonymous sources within the Imperial Senate who confirmed that Lord Vader was actually on a diplomatic humanitarian mission when his ship was aggressively boarded by these rebels. There is a lot of disinformation spreading right now. You have conspiracy theorists claiming the Empire destroyed Alderaan, but our fact checkers have debunked this. The official report clearly states Alderaan suffered a spontaneous planetary mining accident caused by rebel negligence. To suggest the Empire fired upon it is just baseless anti-government conspiracy theory.
Absolutely debased. And we're seeing reports about the ringleader of this latest attack, a radicalized white farm boy named Luke Skywalker. What do we know about him?
It's a terrifying profile, Jake. Skywalker appears to have been indoctrinated by a fanatical zealot named Obi-Wan Kenobi, a member of the outlawed racist Jedi religious cult. Experts say this Force religion is extremely dangerous, teaching young men to reject science and order in favor of ancient weapons
Vader
and violence.
with the mask.
Skywalker was seen associating with Han Solo, a convicted felon,
God.
smuggler, and tax evader who has been known to shoot first. These are not freedom
So he did
fighters,
shoot
Jake.
first.
They are
yeah.
violent deplorables
Absolutely
who
did.
hate democracy.
Truly shameful. And finally, Emperor Palpatine reassured the galaxy today that absolute power is actually very freeing, and that any suggestion he's a Sith Lord is an outdated conspiracy theory pushed by people who don't even live on Coruscant. Up next, a panel of 6 Imperial Moffs explains why tax increases and government overreach is a good thing and will actually help you. CNN is sponsored by CNR Fleet Systems. Do your patriotic duty and help the Empire secure the galaxy. That's all for now. You're watching CNN,
Pretty good.
the most trusted name in Imperial-approved truth.
And so you can definitely tell that was all AI, but that was like so well done. And it, you know, so there is definitely a place for AI, I think, just not a whole lot of AI slop if possible.
Yeah. No, I love that kind of stuff. I love it. It's like, especially for memes and keeping current and stuff like that. Like, what an incredible tool.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we do need to get going because Ray's got to go and take some pictures. And,
I do. It's
and
volleyball
deal with
weekend, boys
screaming
and
kids.
girls. I'm going to
Screaming
go
kids, right?
You should have just said you just had to just take selfies. Like, sorry guys, got to do some selfie work.
Yeah, that's right, dude. I'm busy this afternoon. Hey. But Panda, for those of you guys that want to go and follow you, one, the description's down below. You guys can follow his links there. But where else can they find you? When do you stream? Give them some information.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for having this. Was really a lot of fun. This is the kind of conversations I love having. You can find me personally at PandaSub2000. It's right up there. And I've included the first video you'll see as a trailer. And I put it there. That way you can find out. It's a litmus test. If you can sit through that 2 or 3 minutes and you like it, then welcome aboard. If you don't, I totally get it. And you can join the many 90% of audiences that run away as fast as they possibly can. At the moment, because of my day job, which I'm going to get to in a second, my stream schedule is a little bit all over the place, but on X and stuff like that, I post well in advance of when we're streaming. We usually try to do at least 3 shows at best, at most a week, as much as we can. But you can also find me, my day job, Side Scrollers, here on Rumble as well. Best group of people you're going to find.
Fantastic people.
Yeah, they're trying
Really
to they're trying to change the culture out there. We make great shows. You can find them at Side Scrollers here as well, and please give them a follow because honestly, that is getting us to meet so many new people, and that reach is giving them voices. So it's this very positive outreach, and the community is growing because of them. So make sure you go and follow them there too.
Yeah, I would definitely say that Side Scrollers is a great show. You guys will not be disappointed.
Fantastic.
Ray, do you got any last minute words of wisdom at all before we get going?
I'm just so excited to have a guest on here that knows the correct way to say Mario.
Yeah.
Like
Mario?
that's
Mario.
No, it's Mario.
Mario?
It is Mario.
What?
Yeah,
It is.
watch that first Atari commercial.
I'm from
His first
California too.
appearance.
I'm telling you, I'm from California. We pronounce our words. You know what I'm saying? You know better. Anyway.
What are you doing?
That's right. All right, you guys, be good to each other, and we'll see you guys again next time. Tools of the Trade. All right, next weekend.
Thanks, Phoenix. Thanks, Tex.
Thank you.
Yes. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.